Okay, we are back with a community world. Capital Cities was fun, but you know, I kind of want to mix it up a bit again with the community world. Let's create a challenge with 3 minutes moving, panning, and zooming. The link should be in the description. There we go, and let's kick this off. Okay, this looks beautiful actually. Very nice, very nice. Liesetunnelen. 1 kilometer. Okay, interesting. That could still be many things. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh no. We have descended into hell. Or we are currently in the process of doing so. I kind of want to turn back. I kind of want to see through. I don't know how long this tunnel is. Wait, I think the sign said, oh, we're going in circles in the tunnel. That's enough for me. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, what? Excuse me? This is hell. This is hell. Yeah, no way but through the tunnel. What was it called? Liesetunnelen or something like that? Okay. Camera's a bit better. It's much darker, mind you. Oh, exit. Oh, there's some light. This could maybe be Norway or something like that, or maybe could, oh my god, stop turning me around please. Could also be Sweden or something like that. I'm feeling something more northern. Wegbomb? I don't know. Does sound a bit Swedish. Come on, please move me a tiny bit faster. That would be nice. Though I doubt we're gonna see a lot of useful information here. I'm gonna say that's probably Sweden. But I don't know where exactly. It seems rural. Unfortunately, well, this doesn't help. I'm just gonna put myself somewhere here. I don't know. This might be completely wrong. Okay, it was Norway. Wasn't quite sure. That's 675 kilometers off. That's a bit unfortunate. It was here. This is the... Oh yeah, there was a fjord. Of course there was. Why did I forget about that immediately? Well, to be fair, it could have been a lake. But yeah, okay. It was Norway. It was Norway. Let's keep going. Okay. Let's see what kind of information we have access to. Can't quite make out what that means. Indonesia. Okay. We are in Indonesia, but the big question remains, where in Indonesia? Because that will make quite the difference. Bit of a larger country, that, so that will make a massive difference. I don't know how to find out though. I don't know if it says like the name of the island somewhere that we're on. Let's see, Indonesia. Where could we be? Do we have anything here that would help? This I don't know if those are city names or the names of islands or what exactly. But, you know, I'm trying to find anything. Let's put ourselves... do I want that? Do I want to just kind of split the difference? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I'm just kind of gonna split the difference for now until I find something else, if I find something else. I don't even know if this is helpful. It might not be. This might have been completely unhelpful information, but, you know, because I didn't know what it means, I stared at it nonetheless. No, that isn't helpful. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. None of that is telling me where exactly I am. So I'm gonna have to keep moving. Well, or I can just send it at this point. Well, even though I placed myself relatively in the middle, that was still 2,220 kilometers, which gives me a whopping 1,509 points. That is horrid. Okay. Sun is far in the south, so we should be high up north. But where exactly is the question? I mean, it does look nice, of course. A nice snowy landscape always looks pretty cool. Well, so much for that. But it can't be snowy all year, right? Wait. Is this... I mean, there would be mountains. Is this Turkey? This is... It looked Turkish. But I would like a bit more information on that. Like the dots on the I, even when capitalized, that strikes me as Turkish. There might be other languages with that too, but I'm not so sure about that. So I would like to find a little more about that, but not here apparently. Gonna have to go the other way, though I don't know how much more information will be in that direction. Turkey, also a long country. So even getting the country right doesn't really guarantee us any, you know, a good number of points. So I'll have to keep looking. Antalya? I mean, they have, I guess that's locations that hotel exists in. I'm pretty sure we're not in Antalya itself. We might be somewhere nearby. Mount Erciyes? I don't know where Belek, oh, Erciyes is another location where this exists. Okay, well that's good to know. I don't know where the good big mountains are though. So I don't know. Where is Belek? Just so we, well, okay, we're just about out of time. I don't know. Are we? This looks more mountainous up here, but I might be wrong. Okay, it was in here. Okay, 292 kilometers. I see. Yeah, there's the mountain. Well, it was better than guessing Antalya. That's at least something. Well, yeah, okay. That's fine. It was not far north, mind you. But hey, at least we found the country and were relatively central. That makes it easier. Alright, now what is this exactly? Let's keep going and find some language if possible. That's not a sign with writing on it. That's somewhat weathered. Board or something like that. Let's continue our traipse through this place. Shadow's pointing somewhat south, so we should be in the southern hemisphere. I would appreciate some language. I would really like that right now. Well, let's keep running through here. And hopefully something will pop up. Anything maybe this way? We are alternating between the sides we're driving on, maybe? I'm not sure. This is... the car is behaving a bit weirdly here. Kind of jumping between different drives, I suppose. Come on, give me something. Is that Cyrillic? It might... No, wait. Surely not, right? Well, Shadow is pointing pretty much exactly west. Oh, I have no idea. The writing wasn't legible enough for me to draw any conclusions from it. I need more. No, this is Cyrillic. Maybe the compass is somewhat off, and it's not... What is this? What is this flag? What is this? Please, please let me... Oh my god, We are in hell. Oh, what is this flag? I don't recognize it. I don't recognize it. I'm not optimistic about finding a top level domain. I have no idea where to place myself. I have no idea. I don't know if there's a place in the southern hemisphere that has Cyrillic. I'm not sure. Are we like in like Kazakhstan or something like that, or Mongolia? Are we near Ulaanbaatar? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna go there. Bold guess. Like, my score is already shit, so I don't know. Yeah, it was Mongolia. I guess the compass was a bit off for the shadow direction. That's fine, honestly. You know, if it's Mongolia, I'm always gonna guess somewhere near Ulaanbaatar. But luckily, it was somewhat in the area. That's at least nice. 4,427 points. Well, good thing I went for that. Let's go to the final guess, though our goal of 20,000 is already out of reach. So that's a bit unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? Let's just press on for now. Please, bus, wait for me to come by. Karlovac? Hold on. Karlovac is in Croatia. Are we near Karlovac? That would make sense. I don't know, maybe the train... Oh, maybe the bus drives all the way to Zagreb? Or maybe into Slovenia? I don't know. But this is the best, you know, guess I have. This is Škulac, or however you pronounce that. Is that somewhere near here? I don't see it yet, but maybe it's really small. It doesn't look like a big place, but it's probably the most accurate thing we're gonna get here. And I don't know how far from Karlovac it is. Come on, anything? Are you gonna show up at some point? Does not look like it. Yeah, there's plenty of tiny little villages. But I haven't found Stulac, I think it would be pronounced. But my Croatian is, well, not great. It's not great. I don't speak it, I know how to pronounce some things, but you know. Couldn't tell you what people are talking about when they are speaking Croatian. Unless they're just exclusively using curse words. That's just kind of what happens when your closest childhood friend speaks Croatian. You pick up on some words, but other than that, I don't think I can do much else than just guess Karlovac. Yeah, okay, that's fair. There's could you stay on screen? Stulac. Yeah, there we are, 14 kilometers. I'm happy with that. This started kind of bad and got better, I suppose. Let's take a look at the breakdown. Yeah, Indonesia was pretty rough. The Sweden-Norway guess was pretty rough. Turkey was fine. Honestly, the only real catastrophe was the Indonesian guess. Even the Sweden-Norway guess was not great, but fine, vaguely. The other guesses just couldn't carry me to my 20,000 points. Couldn't make up for the deficit caused by the Indonesian guess. Well, I mean, that's okay though. There's worse. Let's return to this, start another challenge. Same rules as before. Link should be in the description. And let's go. Okay, this looks nice. Immediately I'm thinking Southeast Asia. Is this... I think I recognize this poster at this point from India, maybe? I might be mistaken, maybe I'm mixing some things up in my head, but I've also seen language that tracks with that. But then comes the issue of picking the right part of the country. But I do think this is most likely India. You know, all the information we see just kind of makes sense with that. Let's go slightly back. Was there a different sign? Well, can't read that, so it's not too helpful. Yeah, I mean, at least, you know, there's different scripts being used here, so I'm gonna go in the, like, the northern part of India, I guess. Somewhere here. Down here there's a different script being used, so I'll stay up here, yeah. Might still not get me a lot of points, but to be honest, as soon as I see like rural India, it's like, I don't know. I hope I get the vaguely correct area, because I'm just not good at passing the information here. In general, if I can't read the script, that's gonna hamper my ability to get anything done, and if the roads don't have easily legible numbers to them that I could find on the map, well then that's unfortunate. Can I please jump a bit faster? Or are we just gonna be stuck here? Ah, there we go. That's better. Though I don't know what I'm even looking for here. Let's keep on. There aren't any like noteworthy bodies of water around here, so like it's not like we're at the ocean or something, which would allow us to see in which direction the ocean is, and that would allow us to place us at least somewhat on, you know, maybe on the right coast. Maybe even in the right area of the coast, but that's not happening because I feel like we're inland, so let's just run with it. It was Bangladesh, okay. Well, I made that mistake before. Though, of course, at that point I was even further this way. Yeah, 3,000 points, it's not great, but to be fair, I didn't really get a lot of information here. That's... what are you gonna do? Okay. What's the what is this flag? My flag knowledge is a tiny spotty. What flag is this? What flag is this? Can I can't really get a closer look at the writing. It feels like we're off into a not particularly populated area that way, but maybe we can see a little more. Maybe there's a little more. Do you have a top level domain somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Ah, what's that flag? What's that flag? There's a sign. Max Rock Crusher LLC. Doesn't really tell me where that is. There is no top level domain here. What country does that flag belong to? Wait, I think there's a top level domain and I can't quite make it out. Is it Arabian Emirates? It looks like it might be AE. That might be Arabian Emirates. Do we have a... Oh, to be fair, don't see if there's a town name. Wait, is that... I think that says Abu Dhabi. Are we just outside of Abu Dhabi? Or is that where the company has its seat? That could also be the case. In which case it might not even be this country. Maybe they're working in other countries as well. But I'm just gonna stick to this area. At least the Emirates aren't that large. But yeah, all that information would make sense at least. That is coherent. Doesn't mean it's necessarily true or accurate, but it's at least coherent, and that's something. That's something. There isn't really anything that makes me really second guess that information that I got, so I'm happy just sending it. It was a different part of the country, 229 kilometers, but that is okay. 4,418, that is okay. Let's keep going. Okay, entirely different vibe here. Walden Drive. I mean, this looks just rural United States. Yorkville. That I don't know how the naming conventions always go in the United States, but I don't know, that strikes me more like something from... Like, I think we're somewhere in this area, probably? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, of course. But that strikes me as more plausible. Wait, was there a... Did I see a flag just there? It might just be the... No, I think it was just the flowers that looked like a flag there. I don't know all the state flags, mind you. But some of them I recognize, and I could at least exclude some state flags. Or some states, depending on the flag. That's just the regular United States one. That's not really all that helpful, because that much I figured out. Or at least that much I kind of concluded already. Now, if any of you had your state flags out, that would be much appreciated, even if I wouldn't necessarily know what it means. Woodland waters. That sounds generic enough to be basically anywhere. Anywhere where there's woodland and maybe some water. Okay, there's a little more up ahead, I guess. So far, this is kind of pulling me towards, like, I guess the Carolinas or something like that. The vibe would be, you know, plausible for that area. I'll let you discern if that is an insult or not. A dead end? I'm not even gonna... Wait, did that say dead end as well? I'll try to get a little bit further here. Oh my god, terrible camera, terrible camera. 2 Mile Road. I'm gonna put myself somewhere in between the Carolinas. It might be a state surrounding that. Maybe it's Georgia, maybe it's some... Wait, that... Wow, that was actually Wisconsin. Okay. Did not expect that from this close to Milwaukee. Okay. Is Milwaukee the capital? Because I know that the states sometimes have very unintuitive capital cities. But okay, Milwaukee, 1,015 kilometers off. That's just great. But let's keep going. Let's keep going. Well, at least we're not in suburban hell. That is something. Okay. This could be Norway. It could be Denmark, theoretically, I think. Let's keep going. We cannot go down that path. Okay. Let's keep going that way then. It's a bit dark here. Oh, now it's very snowy. Come on, please be a bit less blurry. Sunstad on the 2010. Wait. Did we see Sunstad recently, or am I mixing up some other stuff with Sund in the name? Do we have a 2010 here? No, that's the... Wait, not 2010, 210. What am I saying? Well, the road markers seem accurate. I'm just gonna place my marker down while I'm looking for stuff. Just so if I run out of time, it's not the end of the world. 120. 310. 313. Come on, is the 210 somewhere? It might just be completely on the other side of the country too, that's possible. 200 somethings. Well, we are in the 200 numbers now. 250 though. It's less promising. There's the 40. Well, this part of the country doesn't seem that populated. We might also be much further north, that's also a possibility. Norway is pretty long, all things considered. Like, I don't know. Are there roads like that up here? I'm not sure. 91. Hard to say, hard to say. Yeah, looking for roads in Norway is not the easiest task, I feel like. Well, at least the numbers are pretty high here. Okay. So I wasn't completely off. 94 kilometers. That makes sense. That all seems fine. So I might have seen that on the sign a couple of guesses ago when I put myself in Sweden, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a similar name that put me on the right track. Either way, I'm going to click next. Now, this will have to be a really good guess if I want to crack the threshold. Well, that looks Dutch, and the license plates are yellow. That bodes somewhat well. Netherlands aren't that large, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna get it right. This isn't as helpful as I had hoped. Let's keep going. This might not be helpful. Let's try to find some actual city names or something. Is this better? Ring. I don't know which place has like a ring like that. I don't know. Is this like near Amsterdam or something, or is that somewhere else? This is just this again. Well, there's the, I don't know, P1 that might just be parking lots, so I don't know. Almelo. Almelo, that sounds familiar. Now, where is that? Apeldoorn, Almere. Where's Almelo? I think I've seen that before somewhere. But where? I'm just gonna put myself down first, just so I don't completely lose out if the timer goes off. This might... It could also be Belgium. Still a possibility. But man, Almelo sounds very familiar. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. I've only been like in this area, so that's where I'm looking, because maybe it's familiar because of that. Alkmaar, no. Oh, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get the 20,000, but it might be close. Maybe. Unless Almelo is quite far from here. But Well, over here, okay. Maybe I've seen it in GeoGuessr before. That could be it. It's not enough for the 20,000, but it's okay. It's okay. It was still a decent round. It was still decent. I mean, yeah, the India guess, well, the Bangladesh guess, where I guessed India, and the rural, suburban hellscape of the United States. Those kind of messed me up here, but what can you do? What can you do? Yeah, the other guesses were fine. Nothing exceptional, but fine. Exceptional guesses might have saved me here, but fine guesses did not. That is okay, though. That is okay. That's just kind of how the game goes sometimes, isn't it? But with that, I'm gonna say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.